morning, all the students, watchers, and other viewers. I'm Deepika R, currently working as an assistant professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, RR Institute of Technology. So today we are going to discuss about the Bernoulli's theorem. So we are going to discuss regarding the Bernoulli's theorem, and we are going to verify this theorem based on the instruments or a setup of what they are having in the laboratory. So before that, we should know what is the Bernoulli's theorem definition or a statement of that theorem. So Bernoulli is a scientist name. He states that wherever you go in case of a stream, when you are studying about stream, the total energy, you can see here, this inside the bracket, three terms are there. These three together will constitute one energy. I am going to call that as total energy will be equals to constant. What does it mean? I am going to explain now. See, P by rho g term is there. This is a notation for pressure head. And V square by 2g is a notation for velocity head. Z is for datum head. So all three, when we are going to add together, we will be getting total energy, right? So for that, an example I have taken. You can see here this is a stream line. We cannot study whole thing, no. So what we have to do, we have to take separate sections. So I have taken section 1 and section 2 here. So this arrow marks, can you see this one I will take like particle 1 and particle 2. Okay, so this particle, when it is going to enter the section 1, some energy it is going to carry, right? So without energy it won't move. So that is the reason. Pressure head means the particle will carry the pressure in its own. Velocity means because of the velocity itself it is going to move, right? So that is the reason it is moving now. While it is passing through section 1, what happens? It is carrying some energy. The same amount of energy is going to carry out when it is going to pass through section 2 also. And that energy will be carried when it is going to pass even section 3. That is why instead of 0, he has termed it like constant. You can note the difference here. It is not 0 here. It is constant. That means how many sections you want you can take. Wherever you go, section will give you constant total energy. Does it possible really? That's a question now. See, Bernoulli, when he states this theorem, he gave us few assumptions like fluid is ideal, fluid is incompressible. You cannot compress that fluid. Is there any fluid available like that? Ideal fluids are purely imaginary fluids. So this theorem, whatever he has given, is correct. But practically, very rare to see this one. So we are going to verify this today. So we have only 2 sections here. Like 3, 4 is not available for us. So only 2 sections. So I have rewritten this equation as P1 and P2. You people can see here. When I am going to equate these 2 equations, is there any loss or what? I am going to check. So in addition to these 2, I will add HL. HL means loss of head. Is there any loss of the water? That also I am going to calculate here. Is it okay? So the devices we are going to use here is venturimeter, piezometer, and the Bernoulli setup. I hope it is clear now. So we are going to verify the Bernoulli's theorem. What verification we are doing? We are verifying this total energy, whether it is coming as a constant or not. For that verification, we are having only 2 sections here. See, section 3 and 4 I have written only for your understanding. So this one is not there. Only section 1 and 2 is there. So I have rewritten the original equation as like this. P1 by rho g, V1 square by 2g plus Z1, and P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2. Section is the term if there is any loss we are going to get. So this is the Bernoulli setup we are having in our laboratory. So I will be explaining how to do the experiment and all. See, these two tanks you are watching, this will act as temporary water storage one. Stream we cannot create here. So what we have done, we have taken two tanks. As per you, this will be your left side tank and this will be your right side tank. Okay. So this is the reservoir water where we are storing it. So through the pump, you can see here the pipe setup is given here. Through the pump, it is going to move towards left tank. How much water is gonna store in this tank? You can measure over here. See, this pipe is given, no? You can see the reading over there. How it works? See now, from the left hand tank, towards right hand tank, there is one connection is given. To measure how much water is going to run, we want sections, right? As I explained, section 1 and section 2 we want. But for that measurement, water measurement also I have to do. Correct, no? So that is the reason here, you people can see this is the Venturi meter is given over here. So starting from the convergent part, inlet and the divergent part, Venturi meter is given. Near the inlet and the throat, they have given 5 piezometer pipes. You can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pipes. These 5 pipes will act as section 1. Okay, remember this. First 5 pipes will act as section 1 and these 4 pipes will act as section 2. Okay, I'll tell you now what is this. See, you can see the setup here. One end is connected to Venturi meter, another end is connected left open to the atmosphere, right? So I'm going to measure how much pressure that water is going to carry. While the water is running from left tank to right tank, how much water is running, that one I will measure by using Venturi meter, right? But what pressure it is carrying, that is also one of the important question, right? To measure the pressure, one more device is given here. This is piezometer. Okay, the piezometer definition is one end will be connected to where you want to measure the pressure and another end will be left open to the atmosphere. Right? So as per the equation, first term you are having is P by rho G. Right? So P by rho G you are going to get directly from these pipes. This is a pressure measurement, right, device. So we are going to get pressure head directly. So that is why I'll show you. I'll run this now and I'll show you. You can see here water will be rising continuously. You just fill the water till the tank tip and then switch off the motor. You have to wait until this water level goes down. The same amount of the water is going to rise in right hand tank. You people can see here the water level, the same amount of the water level is raised. Plus or minus 0.5 difference will be there. Still you can continue your experiment. What you have to do, you just switch on the motor, let the left hand tank fill it up completely. Half of the amount is going to shift towards right tank. Okay. So this piezometer diameters and the standard specifications regarding the venturi meter, all are given over here. Diameters of all the 5 pipes and the venturi meter areas, everything is given. So if once when you stop the motor, see water level has been raised here. The difference is there because everywhere pressure will not be same. That is why the difference in the reading you are getting. You have to read all 5 pipes reading, all 5 piezometer readings you have to read. Take down the average. That will be P1 by rho G. Okay, pressure head reading it will be at section 1. So these 4 pipes again read out all the readings. It's just a normal centimeter scale, no need, no confusions, nothing. So these 4 pipes will give you P2 by rho G. Okay, so in the venturi meter, all the area like inlet area, throat area is already available. So we can calculate velocity at inlet and velocity at the throat we can calculate. Okay, so this is how much calculation you have to do here and noting down the readings. Next level, what you have to do, see this is the collecting tank. Okay, to calculate the velocity, we need Q actual value. How much discharge is actually running towards this tank. So for the measurement of that discharge, here collecting tank is given. What you have to do, see this valve is given now here. Once you have taken all the readings near piezometer, then only open this valve. When you open the valve, water will start raising here. You can note down that amount of the raising over here. For 10 seconds, how much water will raise? That reading you have to note down. So Q actual is given by A into H by T. So time is already fixed. 10 seconds is fixed. Some amount of the water will raise here. 10 centimeter height I am going to give. So H is also fixed. Note down the time. Do the Q actual calculation.